Hi, my name is Ayomide. Welcome to the World Without People podcast, where we journey into some pretty amazing stories of everyday people. I believe strongly in the interconnectedness of our human experience, that we can color and enrich our lives by sharing and learning from our lived experiences. In this concise 30 minutes podcast, I bring to you engaging conversations like a chapter in a vibrant book designed to motivate and encourage and challenge and, of course, brighten your day. My guests also get to ask me one question, and there's no telling what they might come up with. So thank you for tuning in. Grab your coffee or tea or listen on the go to some amazing stories of real people. After all, what is a world without people? Hello, welcome to the World Without People podcast. I am your host, Ayomide. And to start off, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and what this podcast is really all about. First, because I know you might know me, some of you might know me from professional settings or school settings. Yes, Ayomide is my birth given middle name. My full names are Olupukunla Ayomide Moyesala Oyedele, according to the birth certificate, and as a proper Nigerian girl. And I always joke that I wanted to change my first name to Ayomide when I was moving to the States. But my father said that if everyone could confidently say Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I have never been part of the people who could confidently say that, then they could say Olubukoala. I've gone on to use different names and nicknames across the two countries in the States I've lived in. And Ayomide was the one that best fit this new journey I'm embarking on. What else is there to know? I'm the first child. I have six siblings. I'm an auntie to the cutest little boy. I hold a PhD in public health and I wear a size 11 in shoes, which is only amusing because I'm 5 foot 2.5 at best. I'm a former blogger, a former music PR slash manager. I love to cook. I love researching. I'm an introverted extrovert. I love to dance. I love Jesus. And I love to learn and share what I learn. Hence the podcast. This podcast is an idea I nursed for a while. And shout out to my friend Tamara for the push. But I'm shy and honestly, I struggled with the imposter syndrome feeling of being good enough. A recent change at work gave me some space to think about my future, and I decided that I really want to get more involved in community as well as help build it. And this seemed like the natural fit. You see, I think we need to connect much more than we realize. This world will have us feeling like there are no people, none who know what we're going through, none to help us bear the pain, none to truly love us, none to really fight for and alongside us, and none to model after. We read books and stories of the great, but we're often left feeling dispassionate. It worked for them, it won't work for me. I felt this a lot when I was getting my PhD, especially not having other females, other blacks, and no current friends going through the same struggle. While my friends settled down, got established at work, got married, had babies, I was struggling with school and finances and just single life. I felt alone, if not lonely. But I'm finding that just as there are many chapters in a book, the parts of the journey we all go through are truly interconnected in the living of today and the dreams of tomorrow. And that is why I have created the World Without People podcast. I want to pull at the thread of our human interconnectedness. I want to bring those living room conversations and long drive phone calls into this public space for all to hear in our own voices. I want us to build community. I want you to see myself and each guest as your person. And I want you also to be intentional about building community wherever in the world you are. People often say you should have a unique market that you're targeting this to, but I don't want to box you in. I think people who love to learn, who are curious to hear from both the young and old, from people with diverse backgrounds and varied experiences, from people who have been kicked down but are getting back up, are those I envision listening to and loving this. And like everything else, this podcast will meet you at that point in your life when you most need to hear a reassuring voice. Before I go, I want to say a big thank you again to Tamara Adebanjo for the mic, Oluwaseun Olawayo Daily for the production assistance, Damola Olugboji for the social media content creation and behind-the-scene hard work, Nemi Azobo for the soundtrack, Peace Igele for the beautiful website and artwork, Delali Atipo and Okpe Odufa for all the editing, my nephew Ayomide for saying hi baby, which you can hear on the soundtrack, and of course God for giving me the courage to do this. I want to also thank you for listening. I want to thank you for subscribing everywhere you listen to your other favorite podcasts, of which I'm hoping this becomes an additional one. And for following us on IG and Twitter at TWWPcast, and checking out the website at worldwithoutpeople.org, where you can also subscribe to get email updates from us. Join us every second Tuesday starting next week. And I really hope you enjoy this and join me on my mission to make loving others the story of our lives.